Welcome to Localization News You Can Use, your daily dose of localization know-how for December 3rd, 2025. We start today's roundup with a look at the shifting identity of the industry itself. Bruno Bitter has sparked a conversation regarding a clear trend where traditional language service providers are pivoting away from the service label to reposition themselves as language technology companies. This isn't just a branding exercise. It reflects a fundamental change in value delivery. Supporting this view, Mathieu Gauthier argues that the translation industry is ripe for disruption, but not merely through AI adoption, rather through a structural overhaul of how we operate. Libor Safar adds to this philosophical shift, suggesting we stop calling it artificial intelligence, as these tools are becoming an organic part of the professional workflow. Speaking of workflows and technology, Phrase has made a significant move by opening its ecosystem. They are accelerating orchestration and deepening connectivity across their platform, effectively allowing for more seamless integrations that modern localization teams demand. In a parallel development regarding enterprise adoption, Coca-Cola Euro-Pacific Partners has launched a new AI portal in collaboration with Bureau Works. This initiative focuses on streamlining content delivery and highlights how major global brands are operationalizing Gen AI for localization. The conversation around AI is rapidly moving from generation to autonomy. Stefan Hui suggests that building AI agents should be your new localization activity, transitioning from static tasks to dynamic agentic workflows. DeepL research backs this up with predictions that AI agents will fundamentally reshape business operations by 2026. However, the human element remains critical in complex scenarios. Tarjama detailed how AI architects and linguists are working together to build modern Arabic translation systems, proving that specific morphologies still require expert human-in-the-loop architectural design. On the technical front, Pangianic released a comparison between neural machine translation and large language models, emphasizing that the better choice is entirely dependent on the specific use case rather than one technology replacing the other. Crowden is helping users navigate this with new insights on crafting AI prompts for quality translation, while Customed MT is exploring the nuances of Gen AI specifically for user-generated content. However, we must remain vigilant. Shashi Bhushan warns against AI FOMO, advising leaders to map out perfect localization workflows before rushing into tool adoption. There are also security concerns. Engadget reports that AI chatbots can still be tricked with poetry to ignore safety guardrails, which is a vital consideration for anyone deploying public-facing localized bots. In the regulatory and compliance space, AI Media has launched an ADA Title II compliance initiative to help public entities meet WCAG 2.1 deadlines, ensuring accessibility remains a priority. In Australia, the Federal Family Court has introduced new interpreter rules to safeguard the integrity of legal proceedings. Welo Data is also expanding its footprint, entering Qatar to advance data integrity and culturally aligned AI in the MENA region. Looking at market movements, TransPerfect Legal has announced key hires in Seattle and Dubai to bolster their global team. Adastra Inc. identified the top 7 industries that cannot afford poor translation in 2026. Reinforcing the high stakes of quality. A new report projects the machine translation market will surpass $994 million by 2032, and the NIMSI Interpreting Index continues to track the vital players in the spoken language sector. Finally, touching on community and culture, Localazy has published a Mythbusters piece on whether users will actually report localized UX issues. Spoiler, you can't always rely on them to tell you. Arthur Wetzel reflects on 1 year after the major AI shifts, and Sophie Halbeisen discusses the power of compounding activities in our daily work. On a lighter note, Spanish with Vicky has released her first book, and we are awaiting the Oxford Word of the Year 2025. Thank you for listening to this episode of Localization News You Can Use, your daily dose of localization know-how.